Shlomo Melech continues in Mishlei Perek Pasuk Lamed Bet with the example of a person violating through going with a married woman. But this is an example for a person that follows his lusts in all areas. And he says, No'ef Isha Chasar Lev. A person goes with a woman he's not supposed to, he is causing himself a lack in his own heart. A lack of feelings for doing an avera. Mashchit nafsho hu yasena. He is destroying his soul. That's what he is doing. So when a person follows their lusts and in all areas of sin, then they destroy their soul. Nega vekalon yimtza, blemishes and disgrace he will find. The cherpato lo timacheh, and his shame will not be wiped away. So here, the Gaon of Vilna says, is talking about when a person passes away. That's where the real shame is, in front of Hashem, in front of Kadosh Baruch Hu, when there's a din v'cheshbon, when there's a judgment for our actions, that no shame will be wiped away for the sins that he's done. And here the Gaon of Vilna quotes the Zohar HaKadosh, that is a little bit scary, but says the Zohar, 7 things that happen, because again he mentioned here the Pasuk before that he's going to be paid back, and seven things that happen after a person passes away. He says, Zohar HaKadosh as follows, that right after a person passes away, 3 malachim come to him. The first malach is a actuary, and he counts all the time that this person wasted in his life. The second malach comes, and he counts all the averot that this person did. And the third malach is the malach that taught him Torah in his stomach, as the Gemara says at the end of Masechet Nida, that when a person's in the mother's womb, he's learning Torah from a malach. That malach comes back to see if this person lived up to how he was when he came out of the womb, if he came back, if he's returning his soul nicely or not. The second thing that happens is that when they're taking the body to the kever, then the malachim are announcing if the person was a rasha, woe to this person that went against and rebelled against his king. And then when they're lowering him in the kever, that's when the judgment starts in the heaven. And then the fourth thing is chibut kever, which is he's judged on every single limb in his body if he used his limbs properly on this world, and if he benefited from this world in not a mitzvah situation, meaning benefiting at, let's say, a seudat mitzvah, you're benefiting, but it's a mitzvah occasion. Benefiting in a non-mitzvah occasion, that's what he's judged for as well. The fifth thing that happens is that the worms start to eat a person's body, and the nefesh is mourning over seeing this, what's happening to his body. And then the sixth is kafakela, which is he becomes a ruach, he becomes a spirit, the person. And then the last is gehinam, where kafakela is a whole deeper experience, where before entering gehinam, a worse experience, and then gehinam. So and then Gan Eden after. Again, these are the 7 of negative, and the person's shame is not going to leave. And he says here, because again the bizayon of the worms eating a person's body, and the person, him seeing that, and the bizayon, of course, in Shamayim, in that final big judgment day. Ki kin'ah chamad gaver velo yachamol b'yom nakam. Jealousy becomes angry, causes anger in the man, and there will not be any mercy on the day of vengeance, on the day of judgment. Jealousy here, the Gaon of Vilna says that when a person is at that stage, he realizes what was the correct way to live, and he realized, oh my gosh, I didn't live that way, and he's jealous of those that do live in the proper way, and he feels bad at the same time that he didn't live on that way. The last pasuk in the 6th perek, Lo yisa peneh kol kofer. Hashem will not show any favor if he pays any ransom, there's nothing to pay at that point. V'lo yoveh kitar b'shochad. He can't agree and he can't forgive even if he brings any. There's no bribery to bring at that stage. So this is again at the end point where there's the din v'cheshbon. When we're alive, we have the ability to letaken, to fix, to do teshuvah, to do mitzvot, to fix our ways. But at that point, that's it. The book is closed. Who you are is who you are, how you acted, and we have to face HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and there's no turning around. So us, Shlomo Melech tells us a tough lesson at the end here of the 6th Perek, that we're alive, Baruch Hashem. Hashem gives us every single breath to maximize it and to use it properly. Because at the end, there will be that big, great judgment day, and we don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want to be like that person that was running after our ta'avot, running after every single lust, and God forbid, sinned. We want to be people that are tzaddikim, and God willing, show to the malachim that we were able to uplift and elevate the soul that Hashem gave us. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashya omer atzah Kadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et Yisrael v'yichach ibar lem Torah mitzvot shene'emar Adonai chafetz man tzidko yedil Torah v'yadir.